Let's do another episode of Let's Play Skyrim and continue. Yes, so where were we last time? I'd learnt a word of power. I'd beaten my first boss. I got my first magical weapon, which I don't plan to use. I can disenchant it though. I'd looted everything, I think, hadn't I? Yeah, everything I wanted. I don't really want the hide boots. Thank you. And now, it should be time to head out. Bleak Falls Temple cleared. Now there might have been bits in the previous sections of the barrow that I didn't actually go through exhaustively, but who cares? This would get very boring if it involved me going back through areas I'd already been, just to make sure I picked up every little potion and such. Activate handle. Secret door. Oh, not quite done yet. So far. Oh, I don't really want the skull. And there are some of the mountain flowers that we use in potion making. I'm going to leave those ones there though, just cause. So we're back outside. Sort of. That's the local map, and if we want the world map, we do that. So we went in there, we've come out here. So we can find a way down off the mountain, really. There is falling damage in this game, so you've got to be circumspect about how to come down off of a mountain. Just put my, oh wait a minute, what's that down there? Oh, it's just a rabbit. Just a rabbit. Oh, that reminds me. I need to remember. So I've looked over my first video while I was getting it ready to publish, and reminded myself what the wood elf ability is, and the wood elf ability is you can get animals to fight for you, which in most situations is likely to be of limited use. However, it would be nice to find a way to do that if I could remember what the control was. So let's just try and find again. Controls. E for activate. Shout of power is Z. That's it, Z. Alright. So just there'll be a cooldown on it, but it anyway. Don't really want to try using it on the rabbit. Oh, oi, oi. We'll try and use it now. Well, that's not working. Okay, so I was trying to use Z on the make an animal fight for you. On the wolf. It did not appear to do anything, and so I had to hit it with my sword. Oops, sorry. That's what I meant to do. Left and right, you see, left and right. I see. Just a wolf pelt. I wonder why it didn't work. That's the stone that I activated earlier. Now you see this icon at the top here that looks like a little hut is black. If I discovered this location it would be white. So I'll come up here and discover it. See how it's white now? So that's always handy to remember. Anis's hut. Potatoes. Leeks. Oh, right. Just took a leek out of her garden and she's sitting right there. She doesn't mind though. Oh, hang on a second. Turn my mic off while I sneeze.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with me. It's tough just scraping by out here, but I make do.
Oh dear me. Oh, that hurts so bad. Right. I've been sneezing so hard I'm like pulling all my muscles. Don't mind me. Yeah, so she doesn't like me well enough to let me take stuff out of a store cupboard. Maybe if I have dealings with her in the future, then I could get her to like me more, and then I'd be able to take those things and it wouldn't be stealing. And there's a mine over here. Let's go discover the mine. Oh, it's wade across the water. Whoa, there we go. Somewhere up here should be the mine entrance. There we go. Ember shard mine discovered.
They're mine.
And it's been infested with bandits. Yeah. Bandits, eh? Well, we'll see about that. This is just me exploring, so I'm not following any of my quest markers at the moment. I'm not doing a quest, just I thought I'd have a bit of an explore. It's kind of a sandbox game really, you can explore freely. I saw there was a nearby mine on my compass, and so I thought I would come in and take a look. So, and noticed how I talk quieter when I'm sneaking, so that the enemies won't hear me.
You worried someone will wander in here. The entrance isn't exactly hidden, you know. This again? I told you, we have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget the rock trap we rigged up. So, stop your worrying and get some rest. Your shift is coming up and I don't want you dozing off again like last time.
Rock trap, he said. Okay, well we've come across the guy that was on guard outside and dealt with him, but he said they've got a rock trap. Be on your guard. Oh. Oh. Now. Uh-oh. detected. He's detected me.
What was that?
I should have shot him while I had the opportunity. Sorry about that. Steel mace. See, maces do more damage. It swings slower though. Let's see what we've got weapon wise. Okay, we've got an ancient Nord bow which does 11 damage, and a hunting bow which does 9 damage, and a couple of long bows which do longbows which do 8 damage. Now, you can only carry so much, so if you look down at the bottom of the screen now, you can see carry weight 223 out of 310, and like in most games that have a carry weight, I nearly always just pick stuff up until I find myself overburdened, then I can't pick anything else up, then I have to start dropping stuff. So I'm going to try and be smart here and drop some things that likely I wouldn't get more than a couple of gold pieces for if I tried selling them at this level anyway, because my barter skill's not very high. That affects the price you get when you sell things to a merchant. So to drop those 2 longbows, and I'm going to drop that iron battle axe. I really use iron weapons are rubbish, and I'm starting to find steel weapons now, so. And I'm going to drop the iron war axes. I've got a steel war axe if I want an axe. An imperial sword is equivalent to a steel sword, really. I think that does 11 damage, that does 12 damage. Ancient Nord bow does 11 damage. Ancient Nord axe 12 damage. Steel axe 12 damage. Weight 12. Weight 14. Yeah, as I remembered, ancient Nord weapons are heavier than steel, but they're equivalent to steel. Let's have the steel mace, just in case I decide I want to use a mace. Uh-oh! My sneak increased even though he spotted me.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Just heal myself. Oh. Got a bit distracted there. Okay. I should probably switch to my bow. Ooh. Apples. Interesting. There's a lever, but what would the lever activate? Yeah, I remembered correctly. I'll just do a quick save there. It's just a thing. It's just a reflex when you're gonna do something and you're like, I'm not sure what's gonna happen if I do this, and then I just like reflexively hit the quick save button. Aha. Okay.
I thought we had a guard posted outside.
Did. Your eyes peeled. Leave people alone. You check the end. What was that? Over here.
Yep. That gave me away, of course. Lowering those bridges. Hey, listen, if I wanted to play this in the best way possible, I'd probably be doing it a little differently. Let's go sword and axe. Wow, those guys went down fast. Where was the other one? Oh, well, whatever. Switch back to my bow. Oh. Go back into stealth mode. Watch out for a rock trap. Still haven't seen a trap. Ooh. Oh, that's a spell book.
Huh?
Oh.
Thought I heard something.
Yep. Ooh, mine key, that's good. A key is never a bad thing to have, right? So, before I was clairvoyance, eh? I'd completely forgotten what that spell even does. Books. You spell then? Clairvoyance. So, command animal. Make an animal an ally for 60 seconds. That's what I should be able to do. Oh, you've got to equip it. Got to equip it. Oh my goodness. So, I'd almost forgotten. Favourite. One game press Q to open the favourites menu, which allows you to quickly use or equip items you've marked as your favourites. Aha! So we do that. Wow, that I need to start doing that with a lot of other stuff because it's yes. Right. So illusion. Clairvoyance shows the path to the current goal. Use your illusion, eh? Oh. Yes, it was something about. There we go. That's what happens when you hold down Q and it pauses the game. So let's set up my weapons as favourite. So favourite my bow and favourite my sword and favourite healing, favourite flange. Right. to pick the lock because I got the key off of the guard. Take all the tomatoes. Oh. Open the sack even though it said it was empty. That's a bit stupid. Right. Ah, steel war axe of sparks. Nice. Iron greatsword, iron warhammer. Frost miriam, which is a plant which you use in alchemy. Salt pile. Carrots. There are recipes in this you can cook if you find a cooking pot over a fire, and they restore more health, the cooked foods, than something that's just a single raw ingredient. What am I doing in here? Bucket. No. There we go. Oh, what? How did he dodge that? I've shot him from behind. Did you see him dodge that? Just moved his head to one side like, just randomly. Here he comes. He shouldn't know where I am. No one should know where I am. Ah, there we go. Right. Yeah, must have been your imagination. Need to shoot that archer. They don't know where I am. I'm a ghost. Oops. Damn it. That hit him in the arm! Still took him out in one shot though, sneak attack damage. Okay. I think there's one more around somewhere. Could have sworn there was another one. Probably don't come out this way unless they hear a disturbance. So there's a forge here where I could potentially forge something and get my smithing skill up. There's a workbench as well, so just remind myself what you do at workbenches. So use them to improve armour, and the improvements require materials. Okay. So I picked up the iron ore ingots, and when I picked up the iron ingots I can improve some of these armours. However, since I don't use iron armour, I'm just going to quit out of that. Now then, see what we can do on the grindstone. No, I don't have the necessary to improve any of these things. And we can use the blacksmith's forge. Create something. You don't have enough to create any of these things. Even an iron dagger needs leather strips. I could make some of these things though, apparently. So I picked up a gem, picked up an amethyst, I've got a silver ingot. So I could make a silver amethyst ring. So I'm going to say yes, because it'd be nice to put my smithing skill up. So you have to practice something in order to get good at it. So I suppose, even though I don't use these things, I'll improve the iron shield. For craft. Just to give me some smithing experience. Also, if I want to sell it, it will be worth more now. Ooh, iron ore. And a book on light armor forging. That should improve my smithing. Yes. These are skill books. Light armor forging by Reva Sarvani. There are two classes of light armor, metallic and non-metallic. Elven and glass are metallic light armor. You may be surprised to think that glass can be thought of as metallic, but appearances are deceiving. What we call glass is nothing like the windows panes you see in houses. The greenish material is far stronger and has a much higher melting point. This is basically explaining the armor types that are available in the game in case you've never played any Elder Scrolls games before. Non-metallic armors are hide, studded, leather and scaled. For these armor types, a forger is as much tailor as blacksmith. All use large pieces of leather stitched together with leather strips. Studded armor also need iron ingots from which you will make the studs and metal rings that make it more effective than simple hide. Scaled armor uses steel instead of iron, but the steel is infused with corundum to make the metal inserts stronger. These are all materials you can pick up in the game. For centuries, the secret of making elven armor was a closely guarded secret on Somerset Isle. Then, the betrayal of Ulv and Laren brought it to the rest of Tamriel. Ulval was a dark elf slave working the bellows for Nulion, master smith of the Isle, from the 5th through the 7th century of the Second Era. When Ulval escaped, he could think of no greater punishment to mete out to his cruel master than to reveal all his secrets to the world. Thus, we came to know that moonstone is the key ingredient in elven armor, and that salt water must be used to quench the hot metal. For gilded elven armor, you must also meld in quicksilver. It melts at a much lower heat than moonstone, making it tricky to work the two metals together. The trickiest of all is glass. Hammer blows struck across the grain run the risk of shattering the armor. Its principal ingredient is malachite, though it also requires moonstone to give it the right strength. And that is that. Let's take it. It's yeah, there we go. Some books are low weight, high value. Right. Okay, so oh yes, so I had some ore. How do you smelt it again? I need something to smelt it. Don't smelt it in a forge, you need to smelt it in a smelter. Well, I'm sure I'll find one later. here and loot that other body. Oh wait, no. Am I talking about... Yes, there it is. The archer on the bridge. Oh wait. That's it. Wasn't in stealth mode. Oh, I knew there was another one! I thought...
Huh?
Oofed. Ah, we've leveled up. Okay. Let's increase health. So I start with pickpocket at 21. I haven't done anything to increase it, it just starts at 21. Based on the fact I'm a wood elf. But no, I don't want to... No. No. These are different parts of the skill constellation, which I'm not particularly wanting to see. You can't take these things until you've taken the things that come before them, and no, I don't want it. Oops. Right, try that again. Right. So, lock picking, sneak, light armor, archery, and one-handed. Now I could take dual flurry if I had 30 in the skill, but I don't have 30 in the skill, so I can't take that perk yet. But I could take another rank in armsman. Iron arrow? That means I'm shooting iron arrows. I shouldn't be shooting iron arrows. Oh wait, I've only got iron arrows. I thought I had better arrows. Ah, I must have used all the Nord arrows up. I had a few Nord arrows previously, and I must have shot them all now. Oh, I could use this steel war axe of sparks. Carrots. So another couple of carrots. Oh, go on, let's just have all the carrots. Oh, baked potatoes. Oh, grilled leeks. Good shot, scaver hide. Oh, bread. Oh, potato. Even bandits have to eat. Ooh, studied armour. Is that better than my current armour? It's got 31 points of armour. That's got 31. The one I'm wearing is worth more. Other than that, they're identical. Well, I can drop it if I get full up, but otherwise it might be worth selling it. Ooh, gems. Empty barrel. Apples. Carrots. More apples. Probably alright for apples. Salt. Oh, what am I doing? Right. Okay. So, supplies. Oh. Oh, yeah. See these things here? They're bones on a string hanging down. You want to avoid knocking into them because they'll make a rattling noise, which might potentially alert enemies. And we still haven't found the rock trap. Huh? And this is the way out. Let's just have a look and see if we've fully explored this area. It would seem that we have. Don't know what they thought. Ember Shard mine cleared. Right, so that's that then. Right, off we go again. Night is falling. Oh, I don't need to be in stealthy mode. Ah, yes. Back in Riverdale, aren't we?
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
What's your problem with Sven?
He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope.
I see. So, Feindel's got a thing for her. So I could be all sarcastic and go, "You're right. When have words ever inspired feelings of love?" Or I could say, "You hope? You don't sound very sure."
I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
Oh, well. And I can ask him to train me to be better at archery, which I don't want to do right now. And the reason is, as we all know, there's a learning curve. So my early levels, I can increase archery fairly easy by just practice. Later on it will become harder for me to improve, and going to an archery teacher would be beneficial. However, the trainers in this game can only train you to a certain level depending on who they are. So somebody that's like a basic level teacher can only help you if you're below the level they're at, and once you're better than they are, they can't actually train you anymore. So depends how good Feindal is, whether or not it's worth it for me to ask him to train me to be better at archery. But I will hold off for now, because we are so very
All
new.
right, then.
Now then. Do I want to get involved in this business? At the end of the day, should an elf help another elf? Right, this is a guy to sell the golden claw to.
To do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Did nothing happen?
We did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Oh, wait, you mean this golden claw?
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
I'll have to stay
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
Alright, presumably if I would have come in here when I first came to
You and me,
Riverwood,
we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
then I would have picked that quest up to go get the claw off of the bandits in the barrow.
Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Anyway,
My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you.
do you sell spells?
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Ooh, books. Okay, what have we got? Frostbite. Not a bad spell. Fury. Lesser Ward. Oak Flesh. Oh yes, I think I'd like that. And Raised Zombie. Reanimate a weak dead body to fight for you for 60 seconds. Might be good for a laugh. Let's go for it. Problem with Lesser Ward is I think you've got to cast it at the same time somebody's casting a spell at you, which means that you don't tend to use it that much. Yeah, it's by Frostbite as well. Right, cool. And now I want to sell him some stuff. Right. Sell that. Sell him. Sell that. 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 Okay. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, maybe. Sell the book on light armor forging. Right, yep. And we're almost back to where we were. Oh, that was a good one. Right. Okay. Did that improve my barter at all? Who knows?
Alright then.
Right. That's the job done. Now then, let's sort out this Sven business. Oh, what am I doing? J for journal. Yes. So, I haven't done that yet. Miscellaneous. So I can either deliver Feindal's letter to Camilla and optionally tell Sven about Feindal's letter. Don't even remember speaking to anyone called Sven. Anyway, let's find Camilla. Whose house is this? Is this Camilla? No, that's Sven's house. If I go in there, I'll probably end up having to tell Sven about the letter. Then again,
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Yeah, that's a classic. That line is so well known that it's kind of become a meme. I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee. Oh, wait a minute. They're not even at home. I'd have to pick the lock, and we don't want to do that. Or maybe they are at home and they've just locked the door and gone to bed. What time is it even? Okay, yeah, it's 4:46 in the morning. Good job that general store was open. Let's see if Camilla's an early riser. Wait a minute, why have I still got a quest marker on there? Wait, oh, no. Phew, almost about to pick the lock on the general store. That's weird. I went in the general store just a moment ago and they were open even though it was after 4 AM. Must be something to do with the fact that I had a more major quest to turn in there. So they've stayed open. And now they're closed. There's the city watch.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Yep. Okie dokie. Well, it's night time. Now, I could wait. There's a wait function, so I don't actually have to stand around like a lemon in this game, like you do in The Witcher, where you can't actually make time pass any faster unless you've got a campfire to sit at. I could sleep. You get like a well rested bonus if you do some sleeping sometimes. So, see, it's 5:14 AM now. Sleep for 2 hours, it'll be 7:14. People might be up and about doing things. Okay. Morning has broken. I'm going to stop singing because
Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I'm sick and my voice isn't great. Yeah, Riverwood Trade is open for business again. And that's Camilla, is it? Camilla Valerius.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Now I can either say, I have a letter for you from Sven, and lie, or I can say, Feindal asked me to give you this letter, and say it was from Sven. Well, let's help Feindal out Do an elf do an elf a favour, eh? So, anyway, Sven sounds like he's some lazy bum saying he's a bard to get out of actually doing any work and trying to nick somebody else's intended. So here we go.
Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush.
Oh
What's
dear.
this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore.
Oh dear. Right. I'm sure last time I did this I probably helped Sven out because he was annoyed and I was annoyed. So this time round I'm doing it the other way. Oh, right. There's a talk to
Greetings,
find
Brother
out.
Elf. Good to see a familiar face so far from home.
There we go.
I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
Why, thank you. That's an easy way to do the quest. I seem to remember last time this quest had a lot more backwards and forwards because I completed it a different way. Right. I can take him as a follower now. Look, follow me. I need your help.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Unspoken for, so don't get any ideas.
What other quest we got was supposed to be taking the Dragonstone back to Farengar, and then there was somebody I'm supposed to intimidate on my way into Whiterun, and I'm supposed to give the Frost Salts to Arcadia as well, and that's all in the same general direction. Cool. Right, off we go. Back to Whiterun. Followers are great for a number of reasons. The main one being that they have their own weight that they can carry, so it sort of doubles your inventory. It's awesome. Right. See? He's following me. Now, there is a slightly scummy practice that you can do when you have a follower that's also capable of teaching a skill, which involves paying them to teach you the skill and taking them as a follower, which gives you access to their inventory, and then taking the money that you just gave them to teach you out of their inventory and back into your own. I personally feel that's something of a scummy practice, and I don't intend to do it. You know, I'm not that desperate that I need to like steal off my followers. I mean, money is handy in this game, as you can see. You can buy useful things in shops, but really, you know, you can loot everything you need in the game, pretty much. Oh, wait a minute. There's me blithely going past the forge. I mean, not the forge, the stables. And there's supposed to be a guy here I'm supposed to intimidate, isn't there? No, the stables are still locked. What's going on here? Is he the guy?
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Right, Skolvar, huh? It's in the barrel. Well, I would speak to Skolvar if the door was actually unlocked. Is that Severio Pelagia? Sounds like an Imperial. Whiterun Stables, novice. Well, heck.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
There's Skulvar.
Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon.
Now, nothing personal, mate, but I've been sent to resolve a dispute, so stick 'em up.
You can't scare me into submission. Let's go.
And it's
Come
just,
on. Let's see what you're made of.
it's just bare fists.
Give up while you still can. Your kind has no place here.
Ooh, getting racist, are ya? I'm out of stamina.
Son of a... Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands... Your kind has no place here. Who taught you to fight? It's nothing.
I got there in the end. Well, I was running out of stamina, something terrible. Well,
You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square.
you know what you have to do.
Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
Yeah, nothing to worry about there, Foondal. That's just, I'm doing a bit of, mercenary work, see? And, apparently he needed reminding of something. Don't ask me what, but, that's how it goes. Hey, you know what you have to do. Like, I don't know what you have to do, but you know what you have to do. Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, I nearly forgot. I bought those spell books and I haven't read them yet. I'll never learn the spells if I don't read the books. Right, spell time frostbite. So I've learnt that. Oak flash, learnt that. Raise zombie, learnt that. And the spell books disappear after you read them.
What do you need?
Okie doke. Now then. I have frost salts to deliver.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, even if you are my elf.
Arcadia's Cauldron. Sounds like an alchemy shop. Herbalist Guide to Skyrim. And that's bumped my alchemy skill. Jolly good. Herbalist Guide to Skyrim by Agneta Falia. Those avoiding this northern province due to claims of barbarism or concerns over climate are doing themselves a disservice. In fact, Skyrim has a wealth of materials that every alchemist would do well to avail himself of. I have travelled extensively throughout this land, and here are but a few of my findings. Bleeding Crown. The caps of these mushrooms do indeed appear smeared with blood, though it is often hard to see in the dark, damp places in which they grow. Not uncommonly found in Skyrim, their abundance is countered by the difficulty in acquiring them. As any experienced herbalist knows, the darkest of caves often conceal far more than mere mushrooms. Nonetheless, these potent fungi, when combined with certain powdered antlers, produce a mixture rendering one quite susceptible to poison. Their usefulness is also quite apparent when mixed with lavender, creating a substance highly resistant to magic. Oh. Death Bell. Folklore abounds about this flower, found in the swamps of Hjalmarch. Some stories claim it grows where unfortunate deaths have taken place. Others insist it grows first, and then lures unsuspecting people and animals to their doom. I have found no direct evidence to support these stories. Indeed, I found the flowers difficult to locate at all. While it is most well known for its use in poisons, it would be remiss to overlook that the blooms of the death bell are very effective in mixtures for boosting one's alchemy skill. Dragonfly. A surprising number of insects survive in Skyrim's climate, many thriving in the lower southern areas of the province. Dragonflies can be found in a great many places, and while catching them can be a daunting prospect, the reward is well worth the effort. It was beyond the scope of my research to determine whether the orange and blue dragonflies are fully different breeds or merely simple colour variations, but through experimentation I found that the orange dragonfly, when combined with the very hardy barnacles found along the coast, transfers some of their flighty nature, giving the herbalist some very nimble fingers. Hagraven Claw. The claws of a hagraven are best obtained in shops. It is inadvisable to suggest one collects them oneself. These creatures have traded in their humanity for access to powerful magics, and the transformations they undergo infuse their entire beings with some element of that power. Ingesting the powdered claws makes one more resistant to magic, but an especially curious property of the claws is revealed when mixed with snowberries, often found in Skyrim's higher elevations. I found myself capable of comprehending enchantments I had believed mystifying after ingesting the mixture, and have passed this knowledge on to several court wizards who were grateful for the knowledge. Jazbay. There was a time when it would be considered treason to pick one of these grapes without express permission from the Emperor himself. It is my understanding that although growers in Skyrim were successful in improving the fruit's survivability, it came at the cost of flavour. No longer is it quite the prize it once was, and yet, growing amidst the volcanic tundra of Eastmarch, it is still immensely useful for concocting potions. Mages value it highly, as it can be combined with simple garlic to enhance the regeneration of magicka. While no longer against the law, picking these grapes in large amounts is best kept to oneself. Lunar Mothwing. As with the dragonflies, I was taken aback by the number of butterflies, moths, and other insects that manage to thrive in Skyrim. The lunar moth is especially beautiful. Its thin, almost ephemeral wings seem too delicate to hoist anything into the air, giving them an almost magical appearance. Indeed, that sense extends to the properties they exhibit when crushed and distilled, an action I admit was difficult to perform at first. No matter my resolve to discover all that Skyrim has to offer, these creatures are simply that beautiful. While they can be used for creating poisons that damage magicka, I feel that would be a waste of their potential. Do not be alarmed if, when the wings are broken down almost completely, they appear to almost disappear under your mortar. That very quality makes the wings quite effective in potions of invisibility. Tundra Cotton. Not all Nords are savages wrapped in animal skins howling at the moon. There are a wide variety of fabrics worn throughout the land, thanks to, in no small part, to the stubborn tundra cotton plant. It soaks up what rain it can in the plains west of Whiterun, and blooms frequently. While it does not exhibit any of the more striking alchemical properties, it is a staple in potions for not only fortifying magicka, but for resisting spells as well. I wonder if that quality is what allows it to have adapted so well to this climate. Nightshade. The name and shape of this plant are known to all. Long understood to be one of the more potent components in many poisons, the average Nord keeps his distance from the bright purple flowers nestled among dark leaves. It is exceedingly effective as a pure poison, but can also be combined with other compounds to stiffen joints as well. It is thus favoured among those who wish to disable their opponents in battle, and can be found coating the blades of many of the more unsavoury characters in Skyrim. And that's the book. It's not my book, but now I have the knowledge it contains. Alright. Aha!
You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil.
No, I'm resistant to diseases. I'm a wood elf.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
No, really, I'm fine. At least my character is. The real me's still fairly crook, but there we are. Hence me having the time to sit around playing computer games. So, I have some frost salts for you from Farengar.
Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first.
Oh yeah.
But I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I'd like training in alchemy. Well, I mean, I do like my alchemy. Now you see, depending on how high your alchemy skill is, controls how the potions you produce are. So potions I produce early on when my alchemy skill is low will be less effective. I'm actually thinking maybe getting training in alchemy rather than training it up myself would be a useful thing to do.
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
I wouldn't be surprised. Right. So, let's get trained. That'll do. Don't want to skint myself after all. And now I'm going to go actually make some
Come back
potions.
anytime if you need a remedy.
Oh wait, I just assumed she'll let me use it.
And I'll be happy to serve you.
Okie dokie. Let's do some ingredient testing. And I could get my old notebook out and actually look up my old alchemy notes from the game. Because yes, I used to keep a notebook on what I'd tried. I should still have it around somewhere. We'll have to go through all the trial and error again, eh?
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves.
Now then, where did I put that notebook? Got notebooks everywhere. Where's the little one? Okay, look. It does not appear to be easily to hand. I'll obviously have to rustle it up. So, right, okay. Let's try some stuff. Bone meal, charred skeever hide,
If there's anything I can help
fly
you with,
emanator.
you have but to ask.
See what we get. Okay. Potion of fire resist. Of course, fly emanator and bone meal have fly resist. Sometimes I know putting 3 ingredients in can waste one of the ingredients because it doesn't have a common property with any of the other ingredients. But this stage, when I'm doing the trial and error, you've got a better chance of hitting 2 ingredients with a common property if you put 3 in rather than if you just put 2 in.
That's a good concoction. But keep trying new things.
Yes.
Alchemy rewards inquisitive minds.
It does, it does. So let's try glowing mushroom, frost miriam, fly emanator.
Oh, no, nothing from there. Glowing mushroom, butterfly wing, bone meal. Nope. Okay, a glowing mushroom, a red mountain flower, a salt pile. Nope. Okay. Glowing mushroom, blue butterfly wing, skeever tail. Nope. Damn. Okay, skeever tail, salt pile, Thistle branch? No. Okay, skewer tail. Butterfly wing. Blue butterfly wing. No. Oh, we're doing very well today, aren't we? Purple mountain flower. Glowing mushroom. Oh. Fly emanator bone meal. I know that what that will do. Skewer tail and bone meal. No. Frost million bone meal. No. Fly emanator butterfly wing. No. Super lavender. No. Super frost million. No. Bone mushroom thistle branch? No. Okay. I don't think we're going to get anywhere here. We need some more ingredients.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Perhaps too.
Okay. And now it's time to go up to the big house.
You know nothing of our struggles, our suffering. Once man, I, and as man, you said, "Let me show you the power of Talos Storm Crown, born of the north, where my bread is long." Fear not, from dragon or giant, will be with you.
Alright, speak to Farengar. Him?
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh,
have
who's
no fear.
that?
The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well.
Oh,
Yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
I'm no brute. So...
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
I did indeed.
Nice work. Just send me a copy when you deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You
Oh.
should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen?
Isn't
What
it
was
just...
doing?
I'd just a bit more seriously if I were you. If the dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Let's all go and see the dragon.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. The sword coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought would have come after me for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it.
Need a blade? You should talk to Agent
Guards
before
will get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good.
I'd be a lot warmer
Don't
and a
fail.
lot happier with a belly full of
There's
meat.
no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
Come along. I would very much like
Okay.
to see this dragon.
Hide braces of minor
Can't afford to
wielding.
risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
But Farengar isn't going to get to come see the dragon with us. He's got to stay here.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all his sister Whiterun were as noble.
I want to equip these new hide braces of minor wielding. One-handed attacks do 15% more damage, which is good because that's what I do. I do one-handed attacks. At least for this character I do.
The guards in Dragon Street say you aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you.
Go on, Irileth. That's it. I don't want to get ahead of her. Thought so. Because I had that pugilism match with the chap at the stables. Then I don't have any weapons equipped, that's why I just wanted to equip the bow then. Oh, my belly's so empty, but I've got no appetite.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
A dragon? Now we're in for it.
Okay, we're gonna fight the dragon.
I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Housecarl, how can we fight the trouble?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm?
Our families.
Do your good deed.
Could you
for
call
the day.
yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow
But it's
better
more
in the
than our
cold
honor
weather?
at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah,
Damn
right.
Let's move out.
Yes, right. Let's go kill us a dragon.
What do you...
And then once we've killed this dragon, I'll probably stop this episode and get some food in the real world. Because I've got to eat something, even if I don't feel like it. Do, 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 do. Looking out for the dragon. So those mountains look awesome. Yeah, mountains. Another reason being good at archery is particularly handy is because you really don't want to be trying to engage a flying opponent like a dragon with melee weapons as a primary, so being good with a bow is kind of necessary. Yep. Yep. Oh, looks like the watchtower's been
No signs
done
of
by
any
the
dragon
dragon.
right now. But it sure looks like he's been.
Oh, yes
I
it
know
does.
it's bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Oh, that looks like somebody.
It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Oh dear.
Keep that safe.
Oi, oi.
Here he comes again.
Oi, 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 oi. Looks like a dragon! He tried to press Q to spot it. Oh well. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no! There it is. Got Mermal there. Oh dear. Don't stand in front of it, mate! Don't stand in front of it! I'm trying to hit it on its soft underside. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Yep. Hardly likely. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, no. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, well. Yeah, so we've got to redo this bit. Would have been better if I'd managed to produce some kind of a poison by this point, you know. Shooting the dragon with poisoned arrows, especially poisons that do damage over time, is a good way to kill them. And this time I think I'm going to have to quaff some healing potions during the fight. Come on people, hurry up.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Get under cover. The dragon, it's still around somewhere. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Yes. Kill the dragon. I've only got the worst type of arrow in the game as well. Well, where's it? It's gone to ground. Oh, dear me. Didn't know it could get me from that far away. Right. Potions. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, damn me, look at it. Look at that thing go. There we are. Okay. Investigate the dragon. Oh, white one guard's helmet. That's considered light armor, so I'll have that. Steel arrows. Dragon bone. It's heavy but good stuff. Dragon scales. Gold. White run guards armor.
Everybody, get back!
And now I've absorbed a dragon soul. So now I can use the unrelenting force shot. go. Use Z to shout. I'm not just gonna do it for the sake of doing it though.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Huh?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I think you may be right.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
Okay.
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn.
Stand back.
Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power.
There you go.
You must be one.
So I just used my power.
You're being awfully quiet. Come on here then. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about.
He summons the Thu.
And that's something I
See?
definitely
See?
understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical
The cooldown on it you can see on the top of the border of the
You wouldn't
compass.
understand, Housecarl. You ain't an orc.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn then.
Yeah, guess I am. I'm a really Dragonborn. 'Cause I can shout. So.
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we?
Well, we killed it. That's what we did. We killed it. Okay. So, I used my new shout power. I should report back to Jarl Balgruf. Balgruf? Balgruf. I keep wanting to call him Jarl Balgruf, but there's no extra R. It's just Balgruf. Yeah, that's all we have to do next. So, I'm going to stop this video here. But obviously I need to save the game. Let me save. And, yep, there we go.